Time for our first Fantasy 13 picks. Which characters from the films would you put in the game? We have our list right now.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Splatter here, and doing a new little thing for the YouTube channel. Was a financial backer. Got my Savini, Jason, and everything, level 150 for the Friday the 13th game. I play on Xbox One. Splatterhausen, all caps. You see right here. And just recently, a couple things just happened. First off, PlayStation 4 is doing a free download for the month of October, so I don't know when I'm putting this out. So hopefully it'll be out sometime during October so you guys can see this. Also, the lawsuit that Victor Miller put out to get rights back from him being the original writer of Friday the 13th is in his favor. As of right now, the lawsuit is over. Everybody keeps talking about if they're going to start making new downloadable content for the game now, or is it still just dead? I don't see the game being dead personally. I'm still playing it. Matter of fact, I'm taking time out in between rounds right now just to do this little video and talk to you guys. So me and my friends, we always thought it'd be a great idea to back and forth talk about what we would add to the game to make it better. Characters, weapons, scenes, kills, and all that stuff. Top 13 character picks for Friday the 13th. So no more messing around. And this is our picks if we were to add characters to the game. Not saying that there will be more characters added to the game or not. Who knows? There's been people going, definitely we're going to do it. They're going to be more DLC because Phonic's now gone. They're with a new group, and that group's supposed to be helping take care of bugs and stuff. But why would they just be doing bugs? Brand new group. There's got to be some kind of DLC coming up. I don't know. So this is me being helpful. This is me choosing characters to become new counselors to play for the game. Number 13, Corey Feldman. Just Corey Feldman. Not him as a kid or whatever. I just think 80s actor, one of his most known roles is being child Tommy Jarvis that hacked Jason's head to pieces in Friday the 13th Part 4, last chapter. But not having him as a specific character, just having him as Corey Feldman. Knowing what he's doing right now, besides doing Lost Boy sequels and stuff, I doubt if they went up to him and asked if he'd be willing to be in the movie, he would say no. He'd probably take whatever they offered him to. I mean, he's not doing much. But I also think it'd be fun to have alternative clothes for him to choose, and do one where he's going on this Michael Jackson tangent, because if you look Google image Michael Jackson / Corey Feldman, you'll see a bunch of different pictures where he looks like he's trying to emulate the dead pop star. Number 12, and I'm counting from least to best. I thought the character is hilarious. I love the movie. A lot of people don't like Jason X, and I'm like, even though he's in space, it still followed the formula for Friday the 13th. But I think of all the others, KM, the android, is the android, right? Yeah, the android from Jason X definitely belongs as a counselor, played by Lisa Ryder in the film. And there is a chance that if they do release the Grendel map, people think may happen. If they do release the Grendel map, who knows, she may actually be a counselor used in the game or not. Or maybe even if they don't, if they had like a human version that kind of looked like her, that might be a cool idea too. Just and like a clothing choice would be fun to have. She would have like a high physical strength, because she would be an android and stuff. So she'd kind of like the Bugsy of the girls. And a good clothing choice is when she gets her fully upgrade and she's all clad out in leather, glasses and stuff. It'd be kind of funny to have that as a weapon choice, or not weapon choice, clothing choice, and actually have some of the other counselors to do that, where they're like, I don't know, Matrixy or something. Number 11, he was played by Miguel A. Nunez. and he was in Part 5, the copycat killer version of the movie. He was Reggie's older delinquent brother, that's right, Demon, from Part 5. I think he'd be hilarious to use in there. Maybe it'd be easier for him to find pocket knives and stuff like that. And we all know he's got the infamous porta potty kill where he was in there because of, oh god, I forget what was the enchiladas or something like that. But he goes in there and his girlfriend gets killed outside, and then he gets killed inside the porta potty. And I just think it'd be funny too to add like a little, if he ever hides inside a porta potty, if he's in the game, just to have him nervously going, "Ooh baby, ooh baby." Just that whole scene was ridiculous of him just saying that over and over and over again. Number 10, my pick for number 10 is actually from the remake itself. Once again, I thought the remake was really good. It stayed to the formula, and it also gave you kind of like a behind the scenes. How did he know where people were, and how did he get there so quickly? I thought it explained it really well. And this would be Chewie. He was played by Aaron Yu. And I liked him, his little comedic style with before he got his demise, meeting Jason holding up the hockey stick, going, "Oh, I thank you. This is yours," or something silly. It's been a couple of years since I've seen that one. Maybe if he gets included in the game, they can even include a hockey stick as a weapon that you could pull from one of the like garage type things. Because when the lake freezes over in wintertime, you play hockey. It would only make sense. So my choice for number 9, he's also the reason why Jason gets his machete back. In Part 6, Jason Lives. And he's played by Wallace Merck, and the guy is Bert. He is the guy who gets shot in the paintball game, and he's got the dead headband around him and everything like that. He's sitting there cussing and screaming, hacking away with the machete, and that's when Jason meets him, grabs the machete, yanks him away, rips his arm off, face slams on the smiley face carved in the tree. Great kill. Very, tongue-in-cheek funny. I liked it a lot. And I think he'd be a great ad for the game, maybe even in the same, fatigues, wearing the camouflage and the dead headband, walking around. Even it'd be great to put that as an environmental kill too. If you're somewhere around and they happen to have a machete on them, you can do the grapple and use the kill that way. My number 8 choice is a pretty good one. I like the character a lot. Thought he was kind of funny, little low like sense of humor and stuff. But it was from Jason vs. Freddy. It's Kyle Levine, who plays Bill Freeberg from Jason vs. Freddy, the stoner, the long blonde-haired stoner, who ends up getting taken over by Freddy, and Jason ends up completely cutting in half at the waist and stuff. I like this character in the movie and stuff. He had the line where he said, "Oh, that like pissed off goalie," or "that goalie's pissed off," and stuff like that. It's kind of funny, making a nod to him wearing a hockey mask and stuff. But no, he's my number 8 choice. I think we already have a stoner in the game pretty much, and I just think he would be still. Why not have another one? My number 7 choice was from Part 4, one of the early kills from the game, played by Bonnie Hellman, and this character is the Banana Hippie, as I call her. I call her Banana Hippie. I think she has a different name in the credit. But I loved it. She's hitchhiking there. She's trying to get people to give her a ride. Nobody gives her a ride. She sits down to eat a banana, and then he does kind of like the same style kill where he takes the knife and jabs it through the back of her neck. So, coming out the front, and you got banana and saliva coming down and stuff. I thought it was good enough that she should totally be. I would love to have her as a character running around in the in the game. I just because that's my own choice. My number 6 is funny because a lot of people will be like, "Really?" And like I said, a lot of these choices are personal, very personal to me. And my choice for number 6 is Chrissy. Some people are like, Chrissy from what? And I was like, Chrissy from the NES game. Um, I used to play Friday the 13th NES a lot. I didn't get to when I was a little child, but like when I was a teenager, I was able to get my hands on the game. My parents were a little more lenient on the games that I played, and it's 8-bit, for God's sake. So, but no, Chrissy's the one I played often. She was my favorite character to play. She's, I believe, the fastest of all the characters, and she was stronger than the majority of the characters and stuff. She got the job done, got it done quick. So personally, she is my definite choice to be used for used in the game. I know it's like, well, how would you be able to do the 8-bit and stretch it out and make her look? If they had one and they made it kind of the same color scheme, they named the counselor Chrissy, at least I would know who it was, or at least make it in my head. That's who I believe it would be. Number 5 in my top 5 is technically the movie's not canon. It's a fan film, but not only do I think the movie should be canon, I think Paramount or whoever, New Line, should have thrown some money at it and made it its official 13th film. I thought it was that good. And that is Never Hike Alone. Some of you guys have seen it. If not, watch it. It's a really good watch. For there only to be, I think, 5 people in the movie, mostly focused on one person. And this one person, I think, should be the counselor, and that is Kyle MacLeod. He is played by Drew Lady. And I think Kyle MacLeod, being he's in the movie, he is like a hiker, blogger, like video blogger and stuff, where he does like these extreme hikes and goes through rivers and lakes and mountains and stuff like that. So in the film, he's doing that, and he happens to stumble across Crystal Lake, and there's the potential run-in with Jason Voorhees in that. A lot of good action. He is able to do a lot of stuff on his own. I love, and there's a surprise ending. If nobody's spoiled it for you yet and told you what happens at the end, it's definitely worth a watch. So it's on YouTube, done by Womp Stomp Films, I believe. Check it out. Number 4. Number 4 was probably going to be a lot of people's number 1. Or at least top 3, but he just missed it. There's a couple other people I think that should be in there before him, but he's definitely in my list, and especially my top 5. His career took off from that point of the film. All kinds of iconic movies he's been in, and television, and who can also not forget the infamous bunk bed kill. The blood touches his head. He looks at it, wonders what's going on. The head through the throat. Talking about Jack from the original Friday the 13th, played by Kevin Bacon. I mean, let's face it. Anybody that plays 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, the minute you go into Friday the 13th, you're automatically locked on with him. Yeah, he's definitely in my top 5 for counselors that should be added into the game. And I even think it'd be fun as an alternate clothing idea to have some of his outfits from Footloose. Maybe when he's in the one like warehouse factory thing, doing the flips around and tossing, or like when he's in his little tuxedo with the undone bow tie, Everybody cut, everybody cut. Number 3, mostly I'm putting him in my top 3s because I really, really like the actor that plays him. And he is from, once again, Jason X. He is Sergeant Brodsky, played by Peter Mensch. I like the character, the militant, and he's got good banter in the game. He was taken out, like two times, even 3 times, or, whatever. He was stabbed a bunch by Jason. At the very end, he comes in flying through space, taking him away from the rest of the students and stuff into the new Earth, so that Jason could start all over again. So I liked him. I mean, he recently played a vampire in Midnight Texas. He's a very, very strong character and stuff. Like I said, he took the beating like a champ, came back and fought some more. And who knows, if this Grendel map does come out, he may be a character that's a part of the map itself. I don't know yet, but even if he's not, he's in my definite top 3 for characters that I would love to see as a counselor. Number 2, I was toying around with the idea if he should be an honorable mention or if he should have been a definite character. I think he's definitely worth being a downloadable character, and that is Crazy Ralph from parts 1 and 2. He was played by Walt Gorney, and I loved him being the messenger of God, and you're doomed, it has a death curse. Like, he's got all those great lines warning people and stuff. He's in part 2, I think is when he actually gets killed. But him on his little bicycle riding around and everything, I think he'd be great to be added as a downloadable character for the Friday the 13th game. He's hilarious. Number 1 all-time favorite person to be put that's a part of the Friday the 13th series and put in is none other than Jimmy Mortimer from part 4, played by Crispin Glover. Oh my god, I love him so much and how awkward he is and everything. His whole storyline before he gets killed is just hilarious. And his dance sequence, Jesus, it's funny. It's extremely funny. And his death, it's like so sudden. It's just like, oh, you knew it was going to happen, but when it happened, you're like, come on now. So I would love to see this character added in like immediately if they somehow are able to do it immediately. And I would put that in. I would make his dance an emoji. I know they kind of try to do something like that right now in the game. It's not exactly that, but him doing his whole, I can't mimic it. I'm going to learn that dance. I swear to God I am. And his kill scene would be a great scene to add in like an environmental kill if you're in a kitchen to get their hands stabbed with a corkscrew, hit in the face with the meat cleaver. It would be ideal. So there it is. There's my top 13 character choices to be added as counselors for the Friday the 13th game. Like I said, we don't know, honestly, if they are going to add or not. Who knows? By the time this video comes out, they may have actually done an official statement if they are adding DLC characters or if they're not. This is just like a fantasy type thing. This is like fantasy Friday the 13th for me. Who would I add to the game? Who do I like? And why? So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, share, and subscribe this channel, this video. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. I don't care. I mean, it's your choice if you like it or not. But you watched it, and you watched it all the way to the end to hear me do this, so...